Hey, what's up? It's Comic 95 The Savior, and as I told you guys, I have to make another video. I am like so freaked out. I finally saw a spider in my house, and I think I know how it got in. I think it came in from the front door because I thought that I saw like a little black speck looking thing on my door when I was grabbing my food from Uber Eats. And I went to the bathroom and I decided I was going to wash my hands in the kitchen because that sink, the hot water comes in faster, and I ran out of soap in my bathroom, and I am a dirty ass hoe. I use soap when I wash my hands, and I saw a black circle on my wall, and it caught my eye, and I was like, is that a spider? And sure enough, as I moved closer, it moved. And I was like, oh! It went behind my toaster oven and my refrigerator. And mind you, I live in Japan, so it's like a little fridge and a little toaster oven sits on top. And I freaked out. I grabbed my multi-purpose bathroom cleaner, which I use for everything, even outside of my bathroom, which I know you probably really shouldn't use. But I recently did buy a kitchen cleaner, which I don't like that the kitchen cleaners here are literally just alcohol-based. Literally an alcohol spray. But it did work good, so I finally used a kitchen cleaner for like the first time in my life since I've been here in Japan. But I had both of them there, and I decided to use the lemon bathroom cleaner because it's stronger, and obviously lemon is, more of something that you use to kill something than just alcohol. The lemon one is stronger, it's sudsy, and everything else. And it jumped towards me, y'all. It jumped towards me, and I freaked out. And so it jumped on top of my toaster oven, and I started spraying it more, but I lost it. I was like, I don't know where the bug went. And so I know that it's somewhere inside my kitchen stuff, but now I'm so grossed up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to throw away everything over there. And the part that makes it worse is that I have trash that's been stacking up for some days, which I do need to throw away, because I kept buying Uber Eats every day, and I have not seen a bug there, like especially not a spider. And like Japanese spiders are like big and black, and they jump, like they literally are like the spiders from Minecraft. I'm convinced that those Minecraft spiders are modeled after Asian spiders, because I've never heard of that crap before. In fact, all my research that I did on spiders in Japan was on the huntsman or hunter spiders or whatever. No. They have like these little black spiders that are like the size of a nickel. It's a little bit smaller. And maybe it is the size of a nickel. I'd say about the size of a penny, nickel-ish size, whatever. They jump. In the US, our spiders, they crawl. But in Japan, their spiders literally like jump. I freaked out because it's not like it jumped, up. It jumped backwards. And so I was grateful that I wasn't across from it. I was at an angle. But, it was this way, I don't know if it avoided getting sprayed or if it got sprayed and that was its reaction to it. I don't know how fast it was able to jump or not. But I lost sight of it. And so now I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, like what if it crawls on me like while I'm sleeping and it bites me and I become radioactive? Like I'm just like thinking of like everything. And like in moments like this, now I'm like, this is why I need a roommate. I need a husband. I cannot live alone. And I am like starting to have second thoughts about staying inside this apartment, because I was literally talking to my mom about a month ago, and I noticed there was this like huge dead roach outside of my balcony, and it's still there, I might add. And then like to make matters worse, I don't know where it came from, how it died, and the other weird part too, while I was talking to her, this giant bug like the size of my hand had gotten onto my balcony. It was on the corner, and I didn't know if it was making a web or what it was doing. And then while I was talking to her and freaking out, it just randomly flew away. And I'm like, that big ass thing can fly? Like imagine just being outside and a flying spider the size of your face. Oh my God. I just can't. Despite having been in Japan for a long time, my bug phobia has arguably gotten worse, not better. Japan has some very strange, interesting bugs here. Like I've had some really bad situations here. I remember being in Kobe, and was I wearing a wig or hair extensions? I think I was wearing a wig. I was walking all throughout the grocery store, and I need to make an embarrassing video of all my embarrassing moments in Japan. Nobody, not a single soul told me, hey, there's a giant green bug stuck in your hair. There was a huge green grass looking bug in my hair. And I only noticed it because I don't remember if my hair felt like it was weighed down or if I saw some of the green out the corner of my eye. I flipped out and got it out of my hair, and it flew off. And I was so angry because I'm like, in the US, somebody would have told me. But in Japan, no. They probably thought I was doing a prank on them, so you're trying to get attention. Nobody said anything to me. And then when I looked back, I was like, people were staring at me. and nobody thought to tell me that this was in my hair. Wow, okay. I had another situation when I was in Ikebukuro, and a giant beetle, I can't remember if it got on my face or where it was on my body. I think it got on my face. It like landed from off of a tree, because there was a tree above me, and it got either in my hair or somewhere on my face. Y'all, I flipped out and got it off me. I literally was like just it was so embarrassing because I was out in public, but I swear to God, if I like wasn't out in public, because see, I still had that social anxiety that stopped me from going full on crazy, I probably would have rolled around on the ground and smacked myself to get it off of me, because I am paranoid, terrified, petrified, every word you can use-ified of bugs. I don't care if it's an ant, a butterfly, a ladybug. I'm afraid of all of them. Sorry, my buttons just came undone. My titty's trying to come out. But yeah, it's like, I don't know how people deal with them, especially here in Japan, because it's so much bigger. They're not the little small little things like how we have in the U.S. In fact, I just recently learned that I have to take that back. Some places in the U.S. apparently do have big bugs. So I'm starting to wonder if it has to do with places being, island-like, so being surrounded by water, if that makes them bigger. Because, for example, I saw a video recently where it was a video from Florida, I believe, where it was showing these giant roaches outside. I was thinking, those are like the ones in Japan. And people are like, oh my God, like, how are they that big? Or where are these bugs at? Whatever. So I think it's an island type thing. I know Florida isn't really an island, but you know what I mean, because it sticks out of the U.S. It's surrounded by water on almost all sides. So yeah, I think it's just something about being close to the water, because the mosquitoes here, they're huge too, and I know that those get bigger, from rain, humidity, whatever. So I just feel itchy talking about this right now. But yeah, I'm like really freaked out because I'm upset, because I know that hopefully it got injured, but I mean the spider is still there, so we can have babies and be making webs and all type of shit inside of my kitchen, and it's just like really freaking me out, because I'm like, I didn't really kill it, I don't know where it is, and I'm probably not going to see it tomorrow. So there's either a dead spider evaporating in my kitchen, or there's a living one crawling all around and all over my stuff, and I feel grossed out about that too. I just feel so. But the only kind of good thing is I just got through cleaning off my kitchen counter after avoiding doing it for quite some time, embarrassingly enough. So that's the good thing. But I do have trash. I have 2 or 3. I think I have 2 bags of trash needs to be taken out, which is not good. But yeah, at least it is closed off there. But I have a little gap on the bottom floor of my door that separates my living space from my kitchen and bathroom area. So that's kind of making me feel a little bit uneasy, because I'm like, what if it crawls underneath the door and I wake up and it's on my face and crunching into me, oh. I'm sorry, you guys, but this is, I cannot live alone. I can't do this. I really oh my God, I'm so itchy. I don't like bugs. I really, really don't like bugs. And this is making me miss my fiance, because I remember there was a cicada outside that stopped me from doing laundry, and he's such a bitch. He went and told his friend he told his best friend that I freaked out over a cicada and that he had to remove it for me. And I was glad his friend vouched for me, because his friend actually had spent some time in Texas, and he was a part of the U.S. military, and he had actually said that he understands my fear because Japanese bugs are a lot bigger than American. I was like, thank you, I'm not crazy, because I always been saying that, and people always really, I imagine American bugs. You imagine that they're bigger because you believe that Americans are naturally fatter than you are. So for some reason, since we're so fat and gluttonous, apparently our bugs are too. So, and of course they didn't say all of that, but it's why else would you think that American bugs are bigger? Everything's bigger in Texas does not apply, or whatever you want to call it, to bugs. But we're not talking about Texas, I'm talking about America in general. So yeah. Which is also funny, like I said, I made a video about this, but Asian food is not healthy at all. People just want to believe that it is. In fact, they even believe it is because foreigners preach about it so much too. They really don't eat all that damn healthy at all. In fact, the only kind of healthy thing they do is that people here consume a lot of tea. But look at all the alcohol and rice that they consume. That ain't good for you. And they don't get a lot of fruits. And vegetables is debatable. I would say they don't get enough of them. But they eat a ton of fried food. In fact, the most popular food here is fried food. They love beef, so things like beef bowls, yakiniku, yakitori, those are all commonly eaten foods. And sushi is not really good for you. I don't know why people think that eating raw fish is good for your body. It's not. In fact, you're very likely to get things like parasites and worms, etc. However, it's supposed to be prepared properly. But let's be real. Most people that eat sushi typically go to cheap-ass restaurants that are serving it for $1 or $2, like Sushi Dough and places like that. You're not getting top-quality sushi from those sort of shitty-ass places. So we ain't finna talk about that. But, yeah, I just find it, and then all the raw egg, we ain't gonna get into it. All I gotta say is there's a lot of unhealthy shit that people mostly eat here. It's not all the little healthy little soups and stuff they try to sell you on. So, yeah. That's not the purpose of my video. I'm just really freaking out because I'm like, it's moments like this where I realize that I need to have a husband because this is not going to work out for me. And speaking of which, I always hate that it seems like I bet you it's going to happen. I always get into a relationship during the summertime, and if something bad happens like around like either fall or my relationships always start in either the spring or summer, and they always end before winter. So I can never have a boyfriend and never be on good terms with one when my birthday comes around or Christmas comes around. I always have to spend those holidays alone. I never ever ever get a Valentine's Day boo, a Christmas boo, birthday boo. It just doesn't happen. My relationships always start after Valentine's Day and before Christmas. Always. They start and end. And I'm trying to break that cycle. I really want to get married, not just for killing spiders. Okay, maybe mostly for killing spiders, but I really want to get married. And I hate that. Because like it's not just a matter of the holidays that come up, like New Year, etc. But it's like, that is literally the perfect time for having sex, perfect time for cuddling because it's cold outside. And it's like, why can't I have a man during this time? And now in the summertime, it's like, it's hot. I don't want you anywhere near me. Now I gotta blast the AC for us to even sleep in bed together. Like, this is not fun for me. So, yeah, I really hate that. But it's whatever. And like now I'm having like flashbacks. I'm like kind of missing my ex because I'm like, damn, I really did kind of fuck some things up. But at the same time, I did dodge a bullet because seeing how he treated his mother and how quick he was to drop me, I can't imagine what it would have been like to have children and the thought of him kidnapping them and playing mind games. And I don't have time for such a mess. So in a sense, I dodged a bullet myself. So, and I learned a lesson. Both myself, because I did not do everything right either. I did some really evil bad stuff to him too. I was not an angel, but at the same time, I'm not going to excuse how he treated me and the pettiness of our breakup even. But it was better for both of us, I believe, ultimately. And I think it's sad that it had to go the way that it did, but it did, and that's whatever. But off of that, yeah, there are some things that I do really miss, and that's definitely one of them, having somebody to kill my bugs for me, because he was not afraid. I was like, how can you do that? Like, oh my god, sorry, I'm just like thinking about it. I remember he like got like a dustpan or something, he like literally just picked it up and threw it over, and I'm like, what if it landed on somebody? Like, oh my god. But, and it made me so angry, because for the first time, a pigeon actually landed on my balcony. And I'm like, why the fuck do birds even come up this damn high? But then I thought about Lil Wayne talking about how he got birds in the condo. I was like, oh my god, I got birds in my condo. But okay, back on subject. Yeah, I was like, please, pigeon, please, eat it, eat the bug, pick it up, please. And nope, it just sat there with this little bug. I was like, and then it just pigeoned away. And I was like, no, fuck you. And it made me so mad because like it's been hot and sunny outside. It's rained outside. I was hoping that the bug would just like kind of disintegrate, because I had another like little weird bug that I had killed that was over there. But this bug is not dying, and it's fucking huge. I mean, it's dead, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like disappearing. And so, like, I can just, like, get a dustpan and, like, pick it up and flip it over. But I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. And my phobia is so bad, I don't even want my broom and dustpan to touch a bug. Like, I want something that can be disposed of and gotten rid of, which is why I like using tissue. So, speaking of which, I need to buy more tissue. I don't even know if I have enough to kill that spider with, so. I really, 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 really just, I don't know, like, I can't do this, y'all. Like, I really need to live with somebody, because, like, I'm freaking out. It's so nasty. Like, I'm afraid to even go inside my kitchen area, because, like, oh my god, like, it's still there. Like, I don't know where it is. And then to make it worse, the area that I killed it in, I keep, like, a bag that has, like, a bunch of, like, plastic straws and, like, condiments and wrappers and stuff that I get from restaurants that sits there. So I'm like, it can be inside of those bags. And so now I feel like obligated to throw away those bags and things. But then it's like my seasonings underneath it. I freaked out and started spraying all over the place. Like, now I'm at a mess on the floor. I need to mop and sweep tomorrow. I literally like cannot focus. I cannot concentrate. I cannot think. I just want that bug to be gone. And now I need a husband too. So if somebody wants to marry me like tonight, we can make arrangements. Or like, you don't have to stay with me, like, just be here for a few hours, and maybe you could sleep out on the balcony, like, something, because we ain't sharing no bed. I don't know what to do. I literally do not understand people can live inside of whole houses by themselves, because at least here, like, in one sense, I like the fact that I have a small space because I know that it's clean and I know if there's a bug here or not. I don't have to be like paranoid and wonder what room did it go to, where did it go, etc. But at the same time, it also freaks you out because like if you do get a bug, you're literally breathing in spider air. And it can crawl on you easily if you do lose it, like how I did. So I might get woken up to a spider on my back, crunching into my skin and poisoning me with the Fukushima disease. But yeah. But which that reminds me of something too. I wonder why they've been lying to Japanese people. Like, it's so funny how they don't talk about Fukushima at all here. And you know this ruined the air and water quality here in Japan. But they've been pretending like it's had no effect and life just goes on. Just like people living in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I'm literally completely surprised at how nobody talks about why they have thriving cities and crap going on. Like, I wonder if the people that are being born there are affected by this. Because there's literally people that are still living in the Fukushima area that have gone back, trying to rebuild, etc. And I'm like, why would you want to do that to yourself? I literally don't get it. Like, it's cruel. Why would you even want to have children there? Like, I feel weird when I meet people that are my age that were born there. And it's like, how selfish of your parents. Like, I'm sorry. Like, for me, it's like, I already feel like I'm doing a disservice to myself and my children by choosing to live in Japan, breathing in this toxic ass air, drinking this toxic ass water. But it's like, to live right there, and it happened less than 100 years ago. But we ain't gonna get into that. So, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I really want to get married, though. And that brings me to, like, another topic that I should make a separate video on. And I am going to do, but I want to kind of talk about it here and get off subject. I literally wonder, why are people, like, so obsessed with bringing people down? Like, I mean in the sense of, like, cancel culture. I was just watching this girl's channel. I'm not going to say her name, but she's easy to find. And just out of curiosity, I was like, I want to see what drama there is in this person. And I searched it, and I saw, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why are people so obsessed with finding reasons to dislike people that they already don't like? And so it's like, I know I'm being a hypocrite because I searched for it. Okay, I didn't lie and say that it came from my recommendations. It didn't. I was just watching so much of their content, and I saw that some people got angry in her comment section. So I was like, she has a lot of subscribers. She likely has some people that made some sort of hate videos or whatever, but I just want to see what some people have to say about her because she seems like a really nice girl. Well, sure enough, there was definitely that. And this person was getting caught out on random lies. I couldn't even finish the video because I was thinking to myself, okay, I get what they're saying. Yeah, she clearly lied about some stuff. But haven't we all lied? Don't we all? I lie. And so I'm thinking, like, what are you getting out of this? Like, I understand it. Nobody likes to be lied to, tricked out of money, bamboozled. I get all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, a lot of you do the same thing, would do the same thing. And to be honest, if you don't like somebody, you think they're a liar, they're a bad person, just don't watch their content. Her videos aren't hateful. She's just talking about her own family, personal life. You don't believe her, you think she's a liar, you don't like her content, you don't like her, you want to call her out for using drugs, going to jail, hiding her past, whatever. What type of sick thrill do you get out of exposing people's dark, shady past? I literally, like, to me, you're more of the problem. Like, okay, somebody used to do drugs in the past, and okay, somebody has an alcohol addiction, and like, what are you getting out of that? It would be one thing if she was being hypocritical by saying people that do these things off people that are bad, whatever. She has this problem herself. I would understand that. But in this case, that's completely irrelevant. She's showing herself, raising her children, being a housewife, and I'm like, okay, somebody that makes fun, innocent, loving content like that, you felt the need to go stalk this person, find out all the dirt you could on them, to make whole videos just hating on them? What do you get out of that? You seem like the person that has more of the problem, because when I don't like people, I don't trust them, I think they're a liar, whatever, I just don't entertain myself with them anymore. I stop watching their content. I stop giving them my money, basically, because even if you're not directly paying the person, you're giving them ad revenue by clicking on their shit. And so to me, it's like, if I really don't like you and I want to hurt you, I just don't watch your shit anymore. Click off your video. I ain't even got a dislike. I'm just going to leave. But at the worst, something's really, really bad to find, I'll even leave a dislike. And that rarely happens. But okay, like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time listening to somebody complain about somebody that I already decided that I don't like. Like, this is just stupid. And in this case, somebody that's not even being problematic. They're just talking about themselves, and you took it upon yourself. Let me find reasons for you to not like this person because their life is too good, they're too perfect, they're too rich, their children are too beautiful. Let me find a reason to dislike her and hate on her and expose them to the world. And it's grown people watching this stuff and doing this crap. What thrill and enjoyment do you get out of that? And the weird thing is, there's people on my channel right now that can't wait for somebody to do that to me. And the thing is, like, if you're like that, then please go, by all means. And it really makes me sad when I see that, because I know in my heart that there are people that are watching my content that can't wait for that to happen. I've shared this before. I literally had a girl that got mad when I announced that I had an OnlyFans account, and I'm like, I didn't go back on my word. I had some other people that, I won't say agreed with it, but I know were thinking that too, even on Patreon. And I'm like, and the person I was talking to, I can't remember who it was. Sorry for whoever that girl was. They'd never answer my question. I was like, please tell me, what did I change my mind on? Like, I'll make a video on it, but I can't think of how I changed. What did I change my mind about? My feelings stayed the same. I wouldn't say that I support sex work, but I don't go around hating people that do it either. Not to mention, I'm not really a sex worker. In fact, I'm not a sex worker. I'll say it directly. It's not even not really. I'm not. It's thirst traps. I am wearing lingerie and covering myself the same way that a Victoria's Secret angel would. You don't consider angels to be sex workers. Okay, well, I'm not a sex worker either. I'm not doing that. Why do these models pose sexy? It's for their reason. To look sexy, to excite you, to make you wish you were them, to show you what you'll look like if you wear that lingerie. I'm doing the same thing, except I'm working for myself and making my own money. My visa status is even for modeling now. Okay, with that said, please explain to me what? I literally, like, my mind just doesn't understand this anymore. You're mad at me because I decided, hey, I can use this site. I don't have to post legitimate porn. I can post the same type of pictures and videos I've always been doing. Make it just a slither sexier, a little bit lengthier, and now charge people to look at my content instead of giving it away for free. If you got mad for all this time for me saying that I don't like and support people that come to Japan to be a sex worker, why were you still following my channel and watching my videos if that angered and upset you so much? I'm genuinely curious. What's the purpose in that? I also didn't change on my own. I'm not doing that crap. And there's a big difference between having an online website of doing it, which, mind you, I still don't do porn, and choosing a job where you are in person, being a stripper, an escort, working at a brothel, whatever. That is a totally different thing. Not the same. My problem is these girls doing stereotypical work here, because it feeds into that stereotype. They already believe that foreign women love sex and they do whatever. And then aside from that, which, mind you, I want to also tell you that the majority of my customers on there are foreign men, not Japanese. Most of my followers on Instagram are foreigners, and most of my subscribers on YouTube are foreigners. People I'm advertising to are not even mostly Japanese. I'm also speaking in English, so yeah. But anyway, I'm thinking to myself, like, my video wasn't to attack people for the work that they do. My video was talking about people that come to Japan and do stereotypical stuff in particular. I don't care what job you do abroad. But to be honest, I will be real. I don't believe in going around hating people for it, because like the same people that complain about it, you watch it for entertainment. You pay for it in person too. You pay for these services. You buy the DVDs. You buy the videos. You subscribe to their services, and then you go around and then complain about the people that do the profession when you find them and meet them in real life. Then you have a problem with it. That's what I was saying. Or that's what I do say. I don't believe in harassing and bullying and hating on people, whatever, for the type of work they do. But I will also be real. I would never want my friend, my daughter, anyone close to me that I love to do that sort of work. It's dangerous. It's risky. I am not doing any sort of work with another person. All of my pictures and videos are filmed and recorded by me. There's no video of me effing anyone or doing anything with somebody else. That's not what my content is, so that's not the same thing. So I just want to clarify that. However, I'm using this as an example because that girl got upset over that. And then again, somebody on Patreon suggested I made a video talking about how I've changed or whatever. But being realistic with that, I'm human. My opinions and mine will change about certain things. In fact, there's something wrong with you if you are too stuck in your ways and pretending like nothing that you think can ever be changed. With the people, change my mind type thing. But in real life, I don't think there's a single person that can be honest and say that they have not changed their mind or opinion on anything. We all have things that we felt really strongly or not so strongly towards, that as we got older, we're like, you know what? I disagree with this. I changed my mind. I understand now. For example, even although I'm not a baby mama, I actually have more understanding for why women end up in those situations. Definitely been tempted before. I've also definitely been saved by Jesus Christ himself to keep me from being in those situations, because I've definitely had some close calls. So, yeah, I understand it better now. But when I was younger, I was a lot more judgmental. Not that I'm not judgmental at all, but just being real with you, I do have more of an understanding to us. I get the situations that people end up putting themselves into, that other people put them into. I understand love and feelings and attachment and wanting to have children. I get all of that stuff now. I didn't get it when I was younger. Sometimes it takes being older. Sometimes it takes being in that situation yourself to truly get it. I understand it now. Life has humbled me. But in this case, it's like, I didn't change my opinion. I found out there's a way to use a site to make money without going all in. Because I've always been posting sexy pictures, and I actually talked about it in that video in which I was critiquing girls that do legitimate work. So, not sure what changed. But that's another story. My point is, people like that are hate watching and lurking on your channel, and they already decided they don't like me. So it's like, why are you watching my content when you don't like me? I literally don't, because if you don't like me, even if I'm giving you good advice, telling you what to do, ultimately in the back of your mind, what I'm saying is going in one ear and out the other. You've already decided that you do not like me. Another example, this is really going to make y'all mad, but another example of this is I think about Kevin Samuels. I should know this is going to happen. I do not agree with a lot of what that man had to say when he was living. But I am not like how most black women are, where they are completely shut down, can't listen to what he has to say, because they don't like the things that he said. The man was a colorist. The man was sexist. Every other bad thing under the sun, I completely agree. But I can separate what he's wrong about from what he is right about, because I've definitely learned a lot from listening to him as well. And I can separate the knowledge that I got from him from the ignorance and BS that I got from him too. Someone being wrong about many things doesn't mean they're wrong about everything. Good example. I could be listening to Kevin Samuels. He could say that the sky is blue. Do I have to pretend like the sky isn't blue because I don't like Kevin Samuels? No, I can acknowledge that the sky can visibly seen it's blue. Okay, this is the same type of situation. I'm not going to agree with him on his so-called beauty standards. Not because I'm taking it personally, because I agree with him to a certain extent, but I don't agree with his measurements for things like size, etc. Because most men are not going to lower your scale because you're above a size 6. I do agree that a lot of women pretending like they're a size 10 or pretending like they're an 8 when they're 18, etc. are delusional. That's a different story. I can also stick with facts and not distort and change people's words. Some of the advice he gave was completely crazy and out there. Other times, he's clearly talking to people that are trolling him, not being realistic. And even for the ones that are, they kind of didn't need a wake-up call. I deal with men like that all the time that are delusional. That truly be lost and confused. So why doesn't she like me? Why would she reply to us? Why did she whatever? Look at yourself. You're short. You're broke. You're uneducated. Some of them don't even have profile pictures. Why would I want to talk to you? Can't plan a date. Not bilingual. I literally have more than a million better options than you. There is no reason for me to waste my time trying to get to know you. Waste of time. Okay. He was telling women a lot of that, and I have no issue with that. My problem was the way that he spoke to women, even when they were being respectful towards him. And the degrading, self-hating things he said towards black women. Those are my problems, trying to make them compete with white, Hispanic, and Asian women. And I'm not just talking about on a feminine level. I'm talking about on an intellectual level, on a beauty level by implying that they were less attractive naturally based off of their features. That's where I had an issue. I was in agreement with everything he had to say about, looks and being realistic about what you can get as far as money goes. Because, sorry, being a woman that has 3 kids, you're 6 feet tall, and you're 260 pounds, how many men that are making that kind of money are going to want you? That's just being realistic. But we ain't here to get into all that crap. My point is, it's another example. People hate watching stuff that you don't like. It's like, if you don't like the person, I'll watch their stuff. So I'll watch stuff and I'll disagree and I'll make a video on it. But I don't hate the man. I don't bother to leave him dislikes. Well, when he was alive, I didn't bother with that stuff. I took the information that was good and valuable from it and I left it at that. There are people that won't like anything that comes out of my mouth. People don't like anything that come out of that girl's mouth. Don't like her family life or anything else. And it's like, if you don't like them so much, why do you keep watching them? You hate them so much. Why are you wasting your time looking up bad things about them, looking for drama? Like, what are you getting at that? There are literally whole websites dedicated to taking people down, bad-mouthing them. And it's like, all I see from this is you're jealous that you don't have a YouTube channel that's as successful as theirs. You're jealous that you don't have anything entertaining and worth talking about. You're jealous that you don't look as good as them. You're jealous that despite all of the bad things they've done and said, etc., they still managed to be successful in life. Because in these cases, they're not even harming anybody. And I'm sorry, while I don't support these things and I understand the anger behind them, who doesn't use filters? Who doesn't do cash grabs? I don't support those things, misleading people, pretending like you look away you don't, or, using whatever type things to get money out of people. But I have an Instagram. I use filters all the time too. I wear makeup. There's things I want to change about myself too. I think as long as somebody's not pretending that that's how they really look and saying no filter, things like that, then what's wrong with it? You're exposing them for doing what everybody else does? So what? Scam part is another story. That's a different topic. But it's like, and that's the only thing that I can kind of understand. It's like, okay, well, fine. I get that part, being upset somebody lied to you. That's okay, fine. Video worthy. They're lying to you, trying to, rip you off, get money out of you. Cool. But then it was like, this isn't even really a scam. You're mad that they're getting people to buy their merchandise. But their merchandise is merchandise based on the channel, not on the lies that you believe you've been told by them. So that's irrelevant. Somebody can lie to you, pretend like they weren't an alcoholic when they were, and then them selling t-shirts that says, I love Pepsi, or, let's use something else, I love, candy. So now it's a cash grab and scam? Just because you don't like them, or because they lied about not having this problem that they do have. So you were not going to buy the t-shirt if you knew she was an alcoholic? Like, do you hear what I'm saying? That's completely irrelevant. It's just so weird to me. Like, no matter how peaceful somebody's channel is, because Kevin Samuels was not peaceful, but this person is. No matter how peaceful somebody's content, it's a family channel. She's religious. It does not matter how peaceful somebody is, how innocent their content is. There will always be not one, not two, not 100, not 1,000, millions of people that will hate them for no reason. Just because they're jealous, just because they exist. People will find a reason to hate you. People will find reasons to make up drama, to make up stories, to make up crap about you. People literally feed off of that for entertainment. So instead of watching somebody to laugh and enjoy the content, you are literally looking for reasons to hate somebody you already hate. Like, congratulations, you hate them. What prize or award do you get for that? And the same thing goes with me. Okay, like, you don't like me. Like, join the club. You know how many people hate my black ass? I don't give two shits. My family hate me too. Like, join the club. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to lose sleep over? Oh my god, one of my random subscribers that I don't know, they hate me. How am I ever gonna live? Like, what? What am I supposed to do about that? Because if I change from myself likable, then I become fake and phony. And then while I'm changing to make you like me, then somebody else can be like, I don't like this bitch. She phony. She whatever. You can't make everybody happy. Y'all be more caught up in even the way that I deliver my information than what I'm actually saying. I will literally read down the list what it says to apply to the school, what it says to get a visa from immigration. And y'all be like, well, I don't like your attitude. You can tell people the truth without being so rude, so whatever. So you want me to lie to you and hold your hand and pat you in the back? Okay, I know you're a dumb baby, but if you don't want to be a dumb baby and you want to make some dumb money, you have to go to school and get a degree, okay? You're perfect just the way you are. You don't need a college education. You're a smart little man. Look, that's what you want to hear. So me lying to you and pretending like there's nothing wrong with you not having a college education, me pretending like there's tons of ways to get a work visa without a degree, me pretending like that's okay to do, me pretending like everything's perfect, your choice is happy and do whatever you want. Like, you want to hear those lies. Or if I say the truth, I need to say it softly so it's gentle and easy for you to take. So you give me two options. Either I can lie to you to make you happy, tell you what you want to hear. So give you these little random, one-off, 1 in a million cases of how to get a work visa without a degree. Or the other option is I can tell you the exact same information, but now soften it so that you feel better about it. Does it matter if I call you ugly directly or if I say you are not a beautiful person? You are not an attractive person. I would not use the word beautiful to describe you. Which one makes a difference? I just said the same thing either way. I just called you ugly, just using a fancier, more dragged out way. It all means the same shit. This is to make you feel bad about yourself, but if anything, you should listen to what I'm saying and be like, damn, she's right. I should do something to change that. I know I did. Y'all motherfuckers be getting mad like I was born with this shit. I didn't even go to the top school. I talked about that crap already. I started going to junior college, university, online, on campus, switch schools. I don't have nothing fancy to show for it. Y'all acting like I went to Harvard or something. I'm talking down on you. I talked about how I missed out on having a multi-million-dollar scholarship like my classmates. Do you hear that? No, you don't. Because all you got from it was, she's telling me I need to do something with myself. I should be able to do whatever I want to. I don't need a degree. College is for losers. Says the guy driving for Uber Eats. Scanning my groceries at Walmart. Okay. Living in mama's basement. Making $20,000 a year. Okay, cool. Yep. You know so much more than me. Yep. Go ahead and believe that random white guy on YouTube is telling you you don't need a degree. You can pay for this course that I did. Keep believing that. So, and again, the other crazy thing too is like people like finding weird one-off situations where it's like 100 people out of the millions that have applied for the stuff that got their visa through that. So you'd rather gamble and play the lottery for a one-off random position that may or may not even hire you. And it's going to pay you pennies to make yourself competitive in the long run. Because you want to know what the great thing about having a degree is? You're not dependent on one job. I can pick up my bags and go anywhere I want to and get raises. Something that you cannot do when you don't have them. You are limited where you can work, who you can work for. The job process is significantly harder because you don't have a real education. The list goes on. But what do I know? I'm just a black bitch with a silver spoon in her mouth. I don't know shit. So, yeah. It just amazes me that people find reasons to dislike you. They don't. And again, the delivery part is why this ran so close to me, because I constantly hear about Kevin Samuels. Like, oh, he's right. I don't like the delivery of it. Actually, I kind of like it because I don't like the whole softening of speech. Again, I'm talking about his comments on women, on what they can get based off of how they look. I disagree with some of his criteria for what qualifies, for looks or whatever, because I think he's completely wrong. I use myself as an example. But, however, I don't think that's the issue. Why does it matter how nicely something's being said? The truth is the truth and a lie is a lie. I can angrily tell you, the sky is blue, bitch. Can you say, well, I don't like your delivery of it, so the sky is green? That's not the way it works. So, I understand that nobody likes to be talked to roughly, but this is YouTube and it's obviously an entertainment channel. So, I don't really see the issue with that. My problem is more so, again, the trying to pit black women against everyone else and making them feel worse while praising the idea of black men dating outside of their race, but then demonizing black women for choosing to do so. For example, titling videos like calling people swirlers and bed wenches and telling them that they need to leave Asia or leave Europe and go back to the US and go to some poor ghetto black neighborhood in order to find a black man, like giving horrible advice like that. That's my problem with this channel. I don't have any issue with what he said about women and their looks and what they can get, etc. But I did find a lot of his advice hypocritical, wrong. Like, for example, encouraging men to cheat and saying that, women like toxic men. That type of crap. Like, again, I can separate what's true, the good information, from the lies. And in this case, I'm just talking about in general. I find it really weird that people find people that they don't like just to shit on them and to dig up irrelevant stuff on them. It's just so weird and stupid. And then the whole idea of lying, it's like, we all lie. I lie all the time. You lie all the time. Anyone you like and watch, they lie all the time. And what's up with this weird, like, new transparent celebrity thing that we have going on YouTube? Like, I won't lie, dude. I just said don't lie. No pun intended, I won't lie. Of course, I try my best to be transparent with you guys, too. But I'm still human. It seems like ever since, like, YouTube came about, it's like influencers are expected to tell you everything and keep no secrets. Whereas back in the day, normal traditional celebrities, we don't expect to know everything that Lady Gaga does, doesn't like, etc. And we don't care to. But now in the days, of YouTube, now, if you're just making a regular channel, not like my content, but just a regular channel, and you could be doing origami, making, paper hearts or something, and somebody's gonna be like, there has to be something wrong with her. Why is she always happy? Let me look into her past. And they find out you got a DUI. Oh yeah, origami heart girl. Yeah, she's a drunkard. Yeah, she crashed into a tree. Yeah, she could have killed somebody. She's a horrible person. What do you get out of that? Okay, you were bogus and you exposed somebody's dark past. Like, does that help you go to sleep at night? Do you feel better now because you snitched on them, because you told their business? Like, I don't understand how y'all get off on that. So, I'm done. I got way off subject. Long story short, I need a man. That spider is somewhere roaming around in my house. It's gonna kill me. I'm concerned. There's a roach on my porch that I can't get rid of. My porch, my balcony with everything I can get rid of. And it is kind of making me feel like, as I was kind of saying earlier, like, do I really want to live in Shibuya anymore? Because I did not expect it to be so dirty and ghetto, considering I'm on the top fucking floor and there's no park near me. There is parks around here, but like a long ways from here. So I'm like, how and why would a bug bother to crawl up that damn high to even get here? I don't even know how it died. And this is the weird thing. This is either the second or third time I've had a mystery roach end up on my property. And I don't know how. Like the second time, or the first time it ever happened, it was an even bigger one that made it inside my house. And it was in my, I forgot they call the little doorway area when you first come inside your home and take off your shoes. Back when I was living in Kobe, it was gigantic. And it scared the shit out of me. And it was dead. And in the same position, rolled over on its back. And now in this situation, it's like, okay, it's the same thing, rolled over on his back, but I don't know, just like with the last one, where it came from. And the weirder one about the one inside my house, I don't know how it got inside my house. Like, did it crawl through my drain or something? How did it get there? Because my door never stays open. My window doesn't stay open. How did it get inside my house? And more importantly, how did it die? Because it wasn't stepped on. It was just already dead. And the one outside, it wasn't stepped on. It was just already dead. So I'm like, how did it even get there in the first place? That's kind of creeped me out. Like, and then with the spider, at least that one's alive. And I'm pretty sure that came in from me opening up my door from getting, deliveries. Because I could have swore I saw a little black dot on, like, the entranceway when I was outside. I wish I had investigated that more, but I thought it was all in my mind. I was just hallucinating, imagining things, because I'm paranoid of bugs. Like, I'm itchy right now, just talking about it. But apparently it was real, because I went to the bathroom later on, in the middle of I'm eating my dinner, I was eating my, chips and dip, and I'm like, I see a black dot on my white wall. Is that a bug? Or did I, like, get a mark on the wall or something? And sure enough, something was, oh my god. We're gonna relax. Basically, I'm about to get on Tinder in Paris. I gotta convince somebody to come to my house to exterminate these bugs for me and to clean my kitchen. And in return, I might give them some pussy. So, if you want to apply, I can get out of paying a lot of... That's something to do. I have to ask my landlord if I can fuck him so I can pay my rent off. Alright, but anyway, back on subject. Alright. Yeah, I'm done, y'all. I'm sorry for having this ghetto long-ass video. That's it. All I gotta say is, I don't get people that hate watch. I don't get people that lurk and try to find reasons to hate somebody even more than they already do. I also don't understand people can live by themselves because bugs are disgusting. I hate spiders. I don't understand why a bug would bother to crawl up this freaking high and for what reason. There's nothing here. I don't know how that spider got in my house. I don't know how that roach got on my balcony. That's the even weirder one. Like, where the fuck did that come from? And then for it to be a roach, I just hate that how common roaches are here in Japan because like it really grosses me out. So disgusting. And then I hate that, like, beyond the roaches, like, there's always these little, like, fly-looking gnat things that, like, hanging around on my, I don't know what you call it, the screen door. Yeah, so, like, that sucks, too, and it makes me not even want to leave it open, because I normally like to open it up every once in a while to let in some fresh air, but now I'm like, I don't even want to leave it open, because I'm afraid of a bug or something getting in. So, yeah, that's it. Speaking of which, I really, like, hurt my area down here. I've been, like, laying on, like, my chin, like, area, and I normally sleep on my stomach, by the way. But I've been laying, like, on my face a little bit because, like, I like to play. I'm really addicted to SimCity Builder. I stopped playing it for a long time, and I recently started playing it again a few days ago. But, yeah, I, like, play it before I go to bed. Like, I'm laying on my stomach, and I'm kind of, like, got my chin tilted up. And I, like, really hurt my lower teeth. I need to stop because I'm afraid that my teeth are going to, like, fall out my mouth because, like, me pushing against it. So, yeah, that's it. Sorry for telling you all of this random stuff y'all don't care about. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider becoming a patron. It's $5 per month. I have over 100 private videos, journals like this that will never be made public for YouTube. I post monthly, several different videos every month. I also have a catalog of free journal videos you can watch on my YouTube channel's homepage. Yeah, I make videos talking about my life here in Japan all throughout the month. Almost every day. I have videos on dating, working, studying, living here in Japan, working here in Japan, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Comic95. I have a Snapchat at Comic the Savior, a Facebook fan page at Comic95 the Savior, and a website at Comic95.com. The links for everything are down in the description box below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I hope you will watch another video. Bye.